Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Unturned Roleplay server review series. For this episode we are going to be going over the current state of Brad's life RP in some factors which will average out on the experiences. These factors contain the download time for the average user, activity of the player base overall, staff activity to see how active the staff are and if there is enough to keep people happy, realism to check if there is any actual life RP inside of it, roleplay to see if people are doing things which can never happen in real life or otherwise, staff bias to check if anyone gets off easily because they are friends with the staff, and staff abusiveness to check if any staff do things for others or themselves without using the intended functions. Some of this video is not voiced by me and is voiced by my friend. Now before this video begins, these take a lot of time to make, so if you enjoy my content, please make sure to like and subscribe for more. Now, let's go on with the video. Now when I joined the server I had no clue what I was doing really, as I had not been on Unturned for a while, and I was not having the best time on login. My FPS was significantly low for what I remember on Washington, because people have the right to build anywhere like you are on a PvP server. And it was pretty much like a PvP server as well. People probably went on to the wrong server because there was KOS left, right and centre for what I could see, and staff cared fuck all. There was so many kill messages from one person and staff was like, probably just an RP situation. Where it obviously was not, because my friend had died by that one person and I died by another random person. And we both reported the users and the staff never did anything about it, which was the first bad sign we have seen so far, pretty much. We also saw zombies around the place, which just dropped the realism score, as it obviously isn't realistic unless Rick Grimes had just been shot. There was also a flying building which we found at the golf course. No clue if the staff were just lazy or that it was just allowed, because for life RP it isn't really something that you would see in real life unless it has balloons in it with Carl Fredrickson inside, which to be fair wasn't realistic, as I never saw 105,854 balloons, which is the average amount of balloons needed to lift a real house.
Now, there's some actual good stuff for the realism. You need a license to be able to use certain tools, like you need a driver's license to drive a car, and a gun license to carry a gun, like the basic stuff, but you need a teleport to go there to do your tests. And as the unturned physics for vehicles is worse than driving a go-kart, as the car doesn't even brake until 5 seconds after you press the S key. So I crashed everywhere and managed to get stuck near the end, which made me lose getting my license. But it seems like the PD is never actually on to check for these things. The only things I got were my pilot license and my gun license. But the plane physics were also terrible. All I did was do air stunts trying to find the next checkpoint, and then finally I finished off after a while.
Now at this point we were just being idiots until another friend came online and told us some things about the server. Some things we couldn't actually get because the staff were not caring for the people without paid ranks. And they kept on trying to get us to buy ranks as well, because they have unrealistic features that give items on command without spending a dime in game and just with real money. Now with this friend around, he told us about the staff and gave us an idea of how they run a server as a whole, which didn't give us a good sign for anything. Should have really mentioned this at the start, but there was a lot of unneeded Steam Workshop content on the server which I hate. Now, I wish there was more to talk about, but there really isn't, because I had already made enough movie references to give spoilers at this point. But these are reviews from each topic. Download time, 5 out of 10. Activity, 10 out of 10, because there was a lot of people on at the time of recording. Staff activity, 2 out of 10, because there was barely any staff on. Realism, 0 out of 10. Roleplay, 1 out of 10. Staff bias, 9 out of 10. And abusive staff, 7 out of 10. Now, I wouldn't say personally avoid the server, but it's very hard to start out with, personally, from my view of how I played the server. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will be with you for the next video. Goodbye.